Right, then any match that features a Rashid Khan or an Andre Russell or a David Warner is in itself a fantasy come true. And by extension, it also makes the process of selecting our fantasy teams an exciting one. That's exactly what we're going to do here. You're watching Fantasy Picks on ESPN Cricket. Right then, I'm joined by two gentlemen. One of them doesn't need an introduction in Dale Steyn, and alongside him, my colleague from ESPN Cricinfo. All right, then let's get started then, and we'll start with our ESPN Cricinfo Safe Bet 11. And these are the players that you're most likely to go with if you like to play safe. Let's start with our captain, and who else but David Warner, the SRH batsman. Now, he's been a top run getter for Hyderabad in each of the 6 seasons for them so far. Now, Wriddhiman Saha comes in as our wicketkeeper, also the opener, and he's registered scores of 87, 39 and 58 not out in the 3 innings as opener last season. Kane Williamson slots in at number 3. His scores in the last 2 innings in the IPL have been 50 not out and 67, mind you. And Nitish Rana, another KKR batsman. Now, remember, he played 2 very important knocks there, 81 of 53 deliveries and 87 of 61 as an opener for Kolkata last season. The rest of the players look like this. Dinesh Karthik, you've got another wicket-keeping option, but also a batsman who can get you lots of runs batting lower down. Andre Russell is there. How could you leave him out? Jason Holder slots into. Rashid Khan, I think the first name that you'll put on any team that you make. And then there's Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who we also think you could make as the vice captain. And VARUN Chakravarthy is our 11th player. Now remember, he was the leading wicket taker for KKR in IPL 2020 with 17 wickets in 13 games. And we have another slot, I beg your pardon, for a fast bowler, and T. Natarajan is our 11th member. And remember, he picked up 16 wickets in an economy of 8 in the last season. Okay, Dale, first look, seems like a good team. Few big names missing there, like the likes of Bairstow, Jason Roy.
Yeah, a couple of big names there, but still, that's a safe bet. If you're going to go with any team, you're going to go with guys like that. Warner, top run scorer for SRH for a long time. Dre Russell, all your regulars, Rashid Khan. That's your safe bet. Those guys, they're regulars and seasoned campaigners.
All right, then we'll get Shresh to set the cats among the pigeons, because he is going to come out with some high-risk players. You've got a few changes, I believe, Shresh. Give us those.
Well, actually, it's more than a few. I have made 7 changes because it's just a sort of match where there are so many great options to choose from. So let me break down those 7 into 3 groups. The first one, I'm removing Dinesh Karthik, Wriddhiman Saha, and David Warner. And I'm getting in Johnny Bairstow, Owen Morgan, and Manish Pandey. Just as a 3 versus 3 combination, remember, you have to keep the credits in mind as well on how you pick these players. On a 3v3 combo, I just think Bairstow, Morgan, and Pandey can give you more points than Karthik, Saha, and Warner. And that's why I've made those changes. The next group of 2, which I've made a change, is I've removed Nitish Rana and Jason Holder. And I've got in Shubman Gill and Shakib Al-Hasan. And of course, we know Shakib might play over Sunil Narayan, and he might even bat much higher up the order than the likes of Morgan and Russell. So he's a pretty solid pick there. And the last 2 changes which I've made is I've removed Bhuvneshwar Kumar and T. Natarajan, and I've gotten in Pat Cummins and Sandeep Sharma. And, those are my reasons for the changes, because you need to play around with credits a bit. And of course, you need to balance it out among the points you can gather. My captain, I've gone with Shakib Al-Hasan. And that's because, well, he almost confirmed will give you 4 overs. And of course, he's going to bat fairly high up the order. So lots of opportunities for him to earn points, probably even more than your safe bet of David Warner. And my vice captain, I've gone with Kane Williamson. Well, he's Mr. Dependable. And, we know that maybe Warner has a bit of a groin niggle. He may not play. Williamson might be extra useful there. So I've gone with Williamson as my vice captain.
Okay, now before I go to Dale, do you realize that it's blasphemy? You're going to remove Bhuvneshwar Kumar from the playing 11 after the form that he's shown for the Indian team in white ball cricket recently? Shresh?
Well, I just think he's an amazing bowler, and he's going to have a great economy, but I'm not sure about the wickets. I have a feeling that I've gone with the kind of bowlers who the batsman might try to hit and therefore might lose wickets too. I just feel that with Natarajan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, great economy, there's no doubt about that, but I just fear about the wickets.
Okay, Dale, let's talk about this one interesting selection that Shresh makes. He brings in Shakib Al-Hasan for Jason Holder. Now, considering that you'll be playing in Chennai, we saw that first game that was played there. The wicket might be more conducive to go with a spinning all-rounder. You reckon that's a good change?
I mean, that is a good change. We've always played it. We know what Chennai is like. But watching last night's game, the seamers seem to be the guys that did the damage with change of pace and everything like that. And Holder also is going to bat for you. So he's that kind of bowler that's going to run in. He's tall. He's going to hit the deck. He's going to change the pace. And he could pick up wickets for you too. But I do like what Shakib's going to do. He's going to bat. He's going to bowl. You're going to get your 4 overs out of him. But yeah, I mean, the high-risk team doesn't seem so bad either when he makes the points that he's made.
Yeah, it doesn't seem so high risk after all with the points that Shrestha has made. A couple more interesting selections there. Dale, I get your thoughts on that. 2 changes in batsmen that he suggests. One, go with Best instead of Warner, and the other one, go in for Manish Pandey instead of Nitish Rana. Besto, you could understand Warner coming off a bit of a niggle.
Yeah, Besto also recently smoking runs in India. He was flying, and the Warner issue with the injury, we don't quite know yet. So that could be an obvious choice. Besto looks like he's in amazing form, and I've actually always been a big fan of Manish Pandey. I've known him since he scored his first 100 for RCB way back when. So again, he could be, like you said, it's actually a safe bet on almost somebody like Manish too. But Besto for Warner, probably a good choice too.
All right, Dale, Steyn, Shrestha, thanks so much for your company. We've presented you with all the options. In the end, it's up to you to make your teams. You are watching Fantasy Picks on ESPN Cricinfo.